St John's, he opposed King Henry VIII during the Reformation. He didn't think it was a good idea at all. And in retaliation, he had him killed. So the founder of Trinity actually killed the founder of St John's. So that's where the rivalry comes from. We still have it today.
Some pent-up feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you say riches, what do you mean specifically by riches?
In terms of like Lady Margaret Beaufort's riches?
Well, I mean, you say this is the richest, this is the second.
Oh, right, the richest. So we're basically talking about net worth. So how much land they own, how much, silly things like their wine collection is worth millions of pounds. Like
Well, that's
like
silly.
That. So Trinity College net worth is estimated to be around 1.99 billion, so just shy of 2 billion. And it's mainly because of all their investments that they have. The college is kind of ran like a business. So the O2 Arena in London, this college actually owns the land under that arena, so they'll get rent directly from the O2. And on the Isle of Dogs in London, they own a lot of investment property as well. So they basically just dabble in a bit of everything, really. And they'll get a lot of endorsements from famous alumni that have been there. So our current king, this is where he went to college, so I'm sure they get a hefty donation here and there from the college. And this is the one.
And the tuition?
What's that?
The tuition?
The cost?
Yeah.
So it depends on the course that you do, and it depends if you're an international student or not. The most expensive course they ever advertised was a business studies course, and that was 75,000 a term. No one signed up, so they never offered it again. But if you're a resident, the cheapest one you could do would be a standard tuition fee, like 9,000 a year.
Try to go to North.
So then in terms of academics, is there one that's rated like
highest?
Yeah.
I would say Trinity. They've had 34 Nobel Prize winning students, and Cambridge as a whole has had 121, and that's split up between 31 colleges, so they've had by far the majority. Oxford's had 58 in total.
有些人走小路，刚有一个就在
How big is Oxford compared to
I'm not. That's a really good question, actually. I'm not sure exactly how many colleges they have. They're older than us, and they actually founded Cambridge University. Some previous Oxford students. So without Oxford, there wouldn't really be a Cambridge Uni. So I'm not sure exactly how many colleges they have. I would imagine it's less. I actually don't know. So up on my left here, we have the similarly named college. This is Trinity Hall. Trinity Hall is the second oldest college on the river. It was founded in 1350, and this is where Stephen Hawking did his studies. When he was here with us as well.
Looks like concrete on both sides.
And we're now in the grounds of the oldest college on the river. So around us now is Clare College. So Clare was originally founded in 1326, but it was founded under a different name. It was founded under University Hall, but 12 years after the college had opened, they had completely run out of money, and they were struggling to keep the doors open. So the Chancellor of the university, he went out and sought a benefactor, someone to donate some money, keep the doors open, keep it going, and he found a lady called Lady Elizabeth de Clare, hence the name Clare's College. And she was quite a troubled woman. She'd been widowed 3 times by the time she was 24. There was always kind of suspicions of foul play, but nothing ever confirmed. And all of her late husbands were very rich men, and they left their estates to her in their wills. So she was one of the richest women at the time in the UK, and she was kind of convinced that she was going to spend a lifetime in hell after she died. So she agreed to donate money to the college as long as the students and the professors prayed for her to get into heaven. And they still do it today, even 700 years later.
I wonder. I wonder
Yeah, too many
So we're
bridges.
now
It's too narrow.
probably the most famous view that we have in Cambridge. So we've got our King's College Chapel, and just next to it we have the Gibbs Building. So King's College was founded in 1441 by King Henry VI, and he founded the college when he was just 19 years old. And the original plan for King's College was to be a finishing school. King Henry VI had just opened Eton College a year before, so when he was 18, and he opened King's to be basically a finishing school. So if you wanted to kind of carry on your studies, you could go here. So if you ever visit Eton or have done, the architecture of the chapel and Eton College itself is extremely similar. They almost look identical, really. But our chapel here, we believe it's the biggest chapel in the world. A lot of people think the Sistine Chapel is bigger, but the chapel itself at the Sistine Chapel is actually tiny. So it's connected to the Basilica, which is a church, which is humongous. So in terms of volume, we think we've got the biggest one in the world. And the Gibbs Building, which is just up on our left-hand side now. This used to be accommodation for the professors of King's, but it's now a glorified admin office. And this is where the White House in America gets its design from. So we basically have a mini White House here in Cambridge, which is quite odd.
Yeah.
And we're passing under King's Bridge now. So this bridge is quite famous for a lot of the choir of King's College, a very famous choir. They'll come under here and kind of practice. You can hear it kind of, I'm not going to sing, don't worry, but kind of give you an idea. It's really amazing. And they still do the 6:30 Mass in the chapel every day, pretty much. I believe it's free if you want to just go and see it. It's very cool. If you've never done it, definitely worth doing. And up on my left hand side, we're just going past Bodley's Court now. So Bodley's Court is some more student accommodation for King's College. One of the nicer ones on the river, really. And it's probably most famous for being where Alan Turing stayed during his studies here with us at King's. And to commemorate his life and his achievements, the students have hung these pride flags out the windows, which is quite nice.
这算是起居了，学生为什么要洗掉？
Yeah. I've done it before. I would have been like, yeah, you're up, but yeah, not really in a position. I'm so glad that I have excuse on it.
Is it a rock?